Welcome back to Technique Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about leading the left rock turn in Foxy.
And you might have noticed we're wearing some pretty awesome t-shirts. This is the first of hopefully many designs from us. I'm gonna link our shop down below, but you can find it on our website. If you wanted to support us or just rock some cool new dance style t-shirts, then go ahead and check it out. We're gonna progressively add one new design each month. So hopefully there'll be a whole bunch soon. But this one is Ballroom Dancer Nutrition Facts, so it's definitely very unique and exciting if you are a ballroom dancer. And let's get into it.
The left rock turn for Foxy, so the pattern by itself is when he starts to go forward, and then they turn, and then sway at the very end, right? So it's our most basic version of how to rotate in Foxy itself, and it's the first time we have to do some real leading and maneuvering here and make some decisions instead of just walking forward in a straight line, right? So what's really important about this step is the first step is completely normal to a basic, where we walk twice and then do sway. If we do a basic, we walk forward twice, right? And then go sway. But when I go to do the left rock turn, technically nothing is different. The first step is just a straight step as normal. And then not till I finish that step do I start to move myself backwards and rotate, and that's when she takes this forward step straight at me. So first step, I don't start to curve. This is tip number one for sure. I don't want to already curve that first step and then move around. I want to walk straight forward and make her do the same thing going backwards. And then tip number two actually is that her coming straight forward towards me and letting me curve and get out of the way instead of her helping me rotate as she comes around. Where if she doesn't know how much I want to curve this, where in its smallest form, I can do 1/8 of a turn, right? I can just move that much, or in its slightly bigger capacity here, I could do 1/4 of a turn and rotate more as I go into the sway, but she doesn't know how much I want to turn, even if it's a routine. What she's trying to do is take one confident step straight forward and then allow me, the guys who are going backwards, to determine the amount of rotation. So we do this together again. The first step is completely normal. The second step, she goes straight forward as I start to curve and get out of the way. And we recover here, sway. We feel much more comfortable throughout the pattern. That's kind of the footwork perspective of it, that I went straight forward, curved going backwards, and then sway, and then she went straight back, straight forward actually, and then was able to rotate towards the end and go sway. If we talk about leading in the upper body here just for a second, I don't want to push and pull her around. What happens when I lead this pattern is my right hand catches on her back as I start to move back and get out of the way. I don't need to pull her with my right hand at all. Hopefully we have a decent connection or a good frame, even if we do it casually, that as soon as I start to redirect my own body, my hand catches on her back and very gently starts to bring her forward with me because my body is moving, not because I physically pulled her with my own hand.
A good exercise to practice is by just connecting here with your partner and then having this be the lead, and you can kind of keep this hand free for now. And just practice maybe leading and following the basic step in this left rock turn if that's where you're at, or if you have a little combination or routine or whatever you do, practicing within those steps, but just practicing to feel the lead and follow. That way you can ensure that you're leading it with the correct part of your frame and not trying to like pull each other with the other half, which does sometimes happen.
Absolutely. And remembering that the leader controls the amount of rotation. She walks straight through him confidently, not trying to help at all really. You're just kind of along for the ride and trying to stay balanced.
Okay, so hopefully that helped you with some leading and following tips for that pattern. And we have plenty more Foxy videos for you. We've linked it down below, so be sure to check that out. And please check out our t-shirts. Cool, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.
Bye.